I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject is unlock the past to heal the present. I have some Shastra Pramanas for all of you. This is a modern day research from Life Research Academy, their website. 90% of illnesses and diseases and ailments that we suffer from in our present lives have past life connections. And this is one of the very great revelation from one of the modern day great Rishis, Hubbard, who created the tradition of Scientology. Most problems are due to engrams and blocks created by the threat in early childhood, prenatal stage or past lives. It says engrams formed during all times have made men forget his divinity. Psychotherapists Brian Elvis and Dr. Ian Stevenson reveal that past life therapy can be a cure for psychological ailments like phobias, mental blocks, unexplained fears, depression, addiction, obesity, and insomnia. Now I am coming to the ancient Rishis. Whatever few things I read out now is from modern day Rishis. Now I am coming to the ancient Rishis. An ancient yoga philosopher, Patanjali, extensive research on past life regression. He calls it as a Pratiprasav. I'll quote a sutra from him. Already I spoke on this sutra, but I'll give you the essence. Klesha moola karmashayo drashta janma vedaniyaha. The root of affliction is past action. It is latent, seen, unseen, and stays as karma through births. Mahavira calls past life as Jatismaran. Remembering past life is an integral part of Jain practices. Jains called attaining freedom of rebirth. I can say freedom from rebirth as Kaivalya. So these are some of the Shastra Pramanas. Now I will add my Atma Pramana. Please understand, it is out of past your present is made and future is going to be made. You can always unlock the past and release those intense suffering engrams and make your future into a powerful reality, powerful experience. I tell you, don't make enlightenment as a goal because you don't understand that word completely. Make yogic body and Vedic mind as goal. Then you will be able to work exactly in the line I am telling you. See, enlightenment is more like an abstract concept, more like a poetry and romance which you are never able to catch it. So it's like a unclear. But the concept of yogic body and Vedic mind can be more tangible for you. Actually, if you have a tangible goal, you will understand directly how this past life regression or releasing the past helps you to achieve that goal. Because you keep some abstract goal, you don't know how all this each day my message adds you or leads you to that goal. Even mentally, don't have enlightenment as a goal because you do not know it exactly what it is. When you do not know what it is, then how every day my message and inspiration can push you towards that goal. It becomes like a unconnected. See, I want you to understand, every day my message should be inspiring you towards that experience, and you should start perspiring for it. Only then this morning message is useful. It becomes an inspiration. It becomes like a tonic. Otherwise, if you don't have a clear goal and don't know how to connect this with that, it is not tonic, it is just toxic, waste. Not only waste, dangerous. Because you will learn words without working for it. Why? These people who don't have a clear understanding, not only they are not tonic, they are toxic. This is what exactly I was telling during the LEP session also. I have no problem in accommodating any number of people and giving them food and shelter and taking care of their basic needs. Any number of volunteers you can accommodate freely. But the problem is these few toxic people who are not responsible, they become the negative group. I'm afraid of these people who don't have clarity, having some abstract ideas and unable to collect their daily life with that abstract ideas. That's why I'm telling you, don't have enlightenment as a goal. That's too abstract, too poetic. You will never be able to even comprehend. Have this yogic body and Vedic mind as a goal. Then you will see everyday life with me moves you towards that goal, inspires you towards that goal. You will see that everyday life is an excitement, joy, you are growing. When I say yogic body, I mean healthy, well-built, flexible, joyful body. When I say Vedic mind, I mean completely excited, every day healing itself, recovering itself, exciting itself, this mind. Have these two as a goal. It is doable. Not only that, every day you can check and see what's my measurement, what is happening here, what is happening here, what is happening to my kurmanadi. Is it becoming green or red? Every day morning when you wake up, you can feel what is happening today is my mind. Is it high or low? Am I feeling excited? Did I sort out this problem which I used to have 3 months before? Or still am I carrying that wound? Am I feeling better? Doable. Then you will see everyday life around me becomes worthy. Then you will feel like committing, taking responsibility. Why people are not able to take the responsibility? Because they do not know that it directly works on them, helps them. I tell you, even when you volunteer, understand, I asked you to volunteer not to work for me. When you volunteer, many of the sharp corners you have gets soft. Many of the problems you have gets sorted out. So actually, the major problems you have inside you, take list of it. When you volunteer, you will see exactly those problems are only again and again happening. You can volunteer any department, understand it's an energy field. Automatically all people, all situation, even the plants and animals are trained to hurt you exactly where it hurts you. Clearly they are instructed to hurt you exactly where it hurts you. To make you understand where you are stuck, where you are standing, where you need to work, where you need to polish, where you need to move. Even the animals, plants, anything which is here, everybody is programmed, clearly asked, instructed. It's an energy field. If you are caught with a lazy engram, you will see exactly when you go and lie down on your bed, it will smell badly. It will tell you, get out, I am not interested in letting you rest on me. It will just tell you. Literally it will tell you. Every step I can tell. The engrams you are caught will only be exactly activated or shaken. And I tell you, make a list. Make a list. What are the obstructions that you are not experiencing Vedic mind? Make a list. You will see exactly how the engrams which are stopping you experience the Vedic mind are only directly hurt. Every moment, only they are hurt. They are questioned. If somebody is sleeping whole day without laziness, I'll make sure that neither he is questioned nor somebody else questions him. But if you are lying down just for half an hour in your chair itself out of laziness, you will see 20 people asking you question. That day exactly I will be asking you, what have you done today? Give me the routine. Understand, I have an automatic mechanism. Independent intelligent mechanism. Sangha is an independent intelligence. This throne is not made out of just wood, copper sheet and gold paint. I have added life to it. It is an independent intelligence. It talks, answers, responses, take actions, and acts and reacts to everything. Sangha is an independent intelligence. Understand? That is why exactly the engrams which you are not able to overcome are worked on. If you have the doable goal, you can easily unlock your past. See, when I am saying unlocking your past, I am not talking about past life, means before you took this body. I am talking about even the recent past after you took this body. You need to work on both. Actually, first I will teach you the science of working on the past after you took this body. About this subject I will speak for next few days. Then I will give you the techniques and method to work on the past before you took this body. 3 levels of past, please understand. The past after you took this body is the first level. The past before you took this body, but after you took the identity which you carry. The first dust gathered on your consciousness. And the 3rd level past is before even you took that identity, past of that. That is the cosmic archive. Understand? The past which you are having after you took this body, this moment to your birth. That is the first level. The past incident, it can be called. Then second is the past from this moment to the moment you assumed your identity. Means many births. I can call that as Bhugarbha. Bhugarbha memory. The memories which you accumulated, the experiences which you had through many bodies. And the 3rd level past is the past before even you assumed this identity, the pure consciousness. That's what is cosmic archives, where all past of the whole world is available. Understand? Whenever I talk about my past life, I talk from the 3rd layer. Actually, if I have to tell really, All the lives happened on the planet Earth, all the time is my past lives. This is what is the ultimate statement. From the third level of the past life, Hiranyagarbha, this is what is the truth. Then from the Bhugarbha level, from the bodies I collected biomemory to create this body. That is where I say I identify specially few bodies which I took. So understand the different levels of past and past life. Then you will be able to understand very clearly how this releasing the past heals your present and takes you to the future. First few days I will talk on the past you are carrying after you took this body. Shiva Sutra also gives a very beautiful technique. If you just sit and even remember so many of those blockages associated with those memory will leave your system through the Kurmanadi, through the body. Understand? Just simple remembrance. Actually, simple remembrance will lead to reliving. Reliving will automatically relieve the engrams which you accumulated unnecessarily, the blockages which you created unnecessarily. Coming to terms with the past will awaken the intuition in you to come to terms with the future. Most of us are afraid of our intuition. We feel we are ready to use our intuition to predict others' life. We are not ready to use our intuition to predict our life because we are afraid. If something about the future, bad thing comes up, I'll be worrying continuously. Why should I look? Let it come, we will face it. The fear. I tell you, actually if you look into the future, you will come to terms with it. The problem is you don't trust you have intelligence to come to terms with the future because you never came to terms with the past. Come to terms with the past. You will have the courage and guts. You can come to terms with the future. Worst things which I never imagined and all happened in my life, I handled it. Why can't I handle the future? What more can happen? It's okay. Coming to terms with the past is almost healing all the blockages. And that will naturally, automatically lead and awaken the intelligence of coming to terms with the future. Pratiprasav, beautiful word. Come to terms with the past by constantly doing the past life regression. Of course, this word is used in a meaning like a lives you had before you took this body. But now I am working on the line of life and past you had after you took this body. First I will work on this. Then we will go to the second level and third level. The past life regression need to be understood very strongly. In NSP, I work only on the first level. This is the level I work on NSP. In inner awakening, I work on two levels, especially this inner awakening. I am going to be the important two component I am adding to this inner awakening as a unique thing is the science of balancing 5 pranas, 5 energies, means the science of levitation. Levitation may happen in you when you balance these 5 air energies. This is one thing. Second thing, the science of past life regression. This 2-layer past life we will work on, we will release. One, the past after you took this birth, this body. Second, the past, before you took this body. After you took the identity which you are carrying. So in NSP, I work on this first level past. First level past is all about releasing the engraved memories you collected during the childhood time and till this moment. Working on that, reliving and releasing various catharsis methods. Boiling your muscle so that it can just leave your system, and using cathartic methods so that completely it can disappear from your system. The system, life, can become more intelligent, more alive, learns to live the whole thing, learns to radiate the whole thing. See, it's like if some part of your body is not coping up with the excitement you are carrying, that part is not only not tonic, it is toxic. The same thing, like today I was telling, some group of volunteers are not coping up with the excitement you are creating, the group energy, the Sangha Shakti. They are not only not a tonic, toxic. Whether it is an ashramite or a volunteer or anybody. You see, because here I am taking a group of people, working nicely on them, making new man. Understand? Anything we do extreme. When you sit, no questions asked, be silent. When you do puja, no questions asked, melt down. When you work, no questions asked, be like a ghost. When you do anything, you are asked to be in extreme, which human mind can never tolerate. It asks, all right, if I go to that extreme, what is the use for me? Are a fool, being in that extreme is your lifestyle. There's no such thing as use. That's your lifestyle. Don't ask, what is the use of me breathing? That is supposed to be your lifestyle. Only through breathing you will be alive. So, same way, only by being in extreme, the new man whom I am trying to create will be alive. The new man can be alive only by being in extreme. Early morning, when you do yoga, just break the body. If you think you can't do this posture, do it. When you sit unclutched, be in complete samadhi. No question of words. No question of mind moving here and there and then bringing to center. Just tell yourself, get lost. I have to be in samadhi. The power with which you tell your mind, it should run away like a dog and disappear. The next, when you start the Guru Puja, tell yourself, here I am melting. Have the tremendous power over you. Here I am declaring that I am melting. And just melt. Just dedicate. Just surrender. Then again, when you go to the office, here I am doing my strategy planning. How to make the whole thing productive. This is what I call yogic body and Vedic mind. New man. Just fit yourself. People who are not excited about this idea, people who are not interested having this as a goal, and people who are not interested to choose this as a doable goal. Understand? That is another one thing. Sometimes people are greedy about this, but they also have a nice hiding compartment, hideout to say, no, it is not doable. I am this, I have this, I have that. Either it is doable or just get lost. I have no place for anybody else here. This place is created specially for the people who are interested in becoming new man. I am not interested in awakening your 12 strands of DNA taking 2 years. I am clear. I want this to be done. I think it should have been done by yesterday. Even if it is done today, it's already late. It's already late. So be very clear. I want this urgency to be felt by people. That can happen only when you have a doable goal. Means clearly seen, measurable. So enlightenment is a poetic goal. Forget about it. That will happen. That will happen. Let that be a side milestone in your journey, not a goal. Let the goal be yogic body and Vedic mind, where you are able to measure all the measurements. Yogic body means you can measure how flexible you are, how strong you are, how healthy you are, how graceful you are, how your dimensions change. Take up this as a goal. Take up this as a goal. For yogic body, Nirvana Kada. For Vedic mind, constantly chewing the words of the Master, Smarana. Chewing the words of the Master, digesting the words of the Master. Anything you do, bring at least 2-3 contradicting points of the Master. Please understand. When you make any decision, you can easily pick up my contradicting points. Don't talk for one side. See, about any idea, you can have 10 contradicting points from my teachings. If you have heard enough and perfectly, for example, food, you can have a point of me telling just fast and die. Or you can have the same, from my own words, you can have the point to eat as much as you want, as long as you can, how much you want. You will have both points from my own teachings. Bring those self-contradicting points and fight with them. That is what I call chewing. Please understand. I am defining smarana, manana. I am defining manana. From my own teachings, the subject you are supposed to decide, the decision you are supposed to take on that subject, bring self-contradicting points. You may think, what is going on? Actually, after you bring those self-contradicting points, you will see very clearly which is, this I know, I am cheating myself. This I know is teaching for me by Swamiji. This is what I call Viveka. The Viveka needs to be kept alive, sharp, to experience the truth by yourself. But the problem is, if you don't do this self-contradicting and clear manana, you will pick up self-contradicting point 1 or 2 and keep it to answer me. I have seen sometimes people giving very intelligent answers, using my own words against my own words. They will use my own words. Very nicely they will quote to attack me. It means you have not done manana. You are cheating yourself. When the manana is done, means when you bring self-contradicting points and analyze, spend time with it, you know, oh no. This is told at different point, different situation, different way. This is told at different point, different situation, different way. No. I know this is the right, this is the word for me from Swamiji, for this situation. The fellows who have done this manana never use my words against me. Never try to cheat. Because they don't cheat internally, they don't know how to cheat externally. But whoever cheats me externally, I know they are cheating themselves internally. They take my various judgments and use it in wrong places. Understand? Actually, when I talk to people, I very clearly understand whether they are internally cheating themselves or not cheating, honest. I can very clearly make it out. Because if they try to cheat me externally, then naturally I know this is the same thing going on inside. Internally also, they are cheating themselves. Understand? Vedic mind means a non-cheating, honest, committed mind. Have this yogic body and Vedic mind as goal. Honesty and strength and integrity as goal. Sacrifice, dedicate. Just disappear into the great fire of the Sangha. Annihilate yourself into the Sangha. You will see. You will literally see. You experience the space where you can never be annihilated. The yogic body and Vedic mind is just happening in you. See, every day your body becomes more healthy, more active. You are able to do at least one posture more than yesterday. Your body is more flexible than yesterday. Same way mind is more honest than yesterday. Doing more manana than yesterday. Understand? Again I am defining manana. Bringing the self-contradicting points about the same subject from the master and letting them fight each other in front of your pure awareness and using your viveka to choose rightly, honestly, without compromising. That's what I call manana. If there is a clear-cut rule given, you will never grow in the intelligence of manana. The people who never grow in the intelligence of manana are only creating fanatic religions. Fanatic religions does not allow this component of intelligence of manana, viveka. It only says vidhi nisheda, do's and don'ts. But all great mystical traditions, the spiritual traditions, encourages the viveka, not vidhi nisheda. The traditions which encourages only the vidhi nisheda, do's and don'ts, they create fanatic religions. The traditions which encourages viveka by the manana, they create intelligent people. That is what I call Vedic mind. That is what I call Vedic mind. Have tremendous intelligence and be honest. Do an honest, clear-cut, strong manana. I think first time I am defining manana. So practice manana. Manana is very powerful. With your honesty and viveka, manana can do miracles in your mind. Manana is like muscle building exercise for Vedic mind. If you want yogic body, do yoga and samana practices like weightlifting and all that. If you want Vedic mind, so do manana. Manana is like a weightlifting and yoga to create Vedic mind. It's a very powerful process. Very powerful process. Honesty and manana will create viveka. That is what exactly I call inner awakening. The ability to do manana with discrimination is inner awakening. Your inner lit is lit. Your inner light is lit. The inner awakening has happened. So, understand the honesty, integrity and manana does inner awakening. So this is the truth I want to share with you all today. Bring manana, into your life. Relive the past and relive it. Awaken the inner self. Let you all achieve and radiate the eternal bliss. Achieve and radiate enlightenment. Live, experience, achieve, radiate the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.